out of that nebula area and into the open area so they can fight. This Borg ship relying heavily on the regen energy almost going out. Borg trying to get away, need to get within the range of their starbase, but it's over here, or he's actually trying to get into range of his teammate, and here's this one sphere, just needs to stay. Oh, and here comes the V-13s. V-13s coming in, going to provide a lot of extra spam, a lot of extra support against, oh, and Bigmac losing his sphere. Tempest, seeing that he's outgunned, barely getting this one Quebec's class out. Over here on the other side of the map, Boggz coming in, pressuring Stardust, and doing a good job of it. Some more specials going off, providing a number of specials. And however, this Dominion fleet is decimating Boggz' fleet slowly over time, and they must be just making constant use of this construction yard to repair. Boggz needing to retreat. However, you can see this Avalon class out there providing additional firepower. Siren over here pushing up on the side here, providing a little bit of support here, hanging out with a trio of V-13s. And we can see that additional ones being produced. Over here in the right, you can see that Bigmac actually is setting up camp in this area, with the Siren able to field a nice little fleet here of V-13s, S-2s, and A-30s. Klingons, very good job of hanging on to this map position here. This proxy field, this forward Imperial yard, providing a lot of repair ability. Likewise, Boggz able to do the same thing with his Armada yard, late game vessel. You can see now that he's got 3 of these Avalons out. Going to provide a lot of extra firepower as well as defensive ability, just because they're going to take these fighters of these Avalons are going to be able to take hits with really no cost to the player. So we can hear the call out for a cube, and there's the cube. Now, this cube actually is in a bit of a bad spot. It probably should have been built back here, and needs to be heavily defended at the moment because it is very vulnerable, because there's not a lot of ships, just one sphere and one scout cube. Against the Klingon army, they would be able to take that out. So we can see that Stardust doing a little bit of scouting over here on the right, seeing that there should be nothing over here, and doing a good job of making sure that there's nothing over here. Probably taking out that Borg mining. And here comes the Klingons. So this is going to get nasty. So here comes the... So here we are, sitting on about a minute for this cube. Minute and 10 seconds. Klingons making a move. Not going to do it. Borg going to lose this expansion. Siren moving in to support her teammate. You can see that Siren moving in to support the cube building. This cube is going to end up turning a lot of the battle if they can get in, be able to take a lot of damage, able to soak up so much damage and deal a huge number of damage. And depending on the tech out on the field, if Tempest, if Bigmac has the uh-oh, here it comes. The Klingons trying to make a move in on this cube, wanting to get it out. They've got about 20 seconds, 30 seconds to make it. Oh, and wow, the V-13s taking out the Negvar. They're going to make a run, but the Klingons are going to lose so many stuff trying to attack on this cube. This cube is going to maintain. They are not going to do it. They know, but they don't have the firepower. These V-13s and these Boggz are going to be able to take out this. This guy is going down. You can see it's at 50%. Oh. The question is it going to make it 40%, 35%? The Klingons moving out. Wonderful teammate, wonderful support on Siren doing a wonderful job of supporting that cube, supporting her teammate. Wow, and the Klingons losing a number of their Negvars. Very expensive. However, the Romulans massing up a fleet too, going to take advantage of the fact that that fleet, the Dominion fleet, is out of position, defending, making, supporting her teammate, chasing off the Klingons, and the cube is up and out, and so we are going to see this double tack cube. It's a very offensive tack cube, and Drrrr is going to make Siren pay for that support. In space, going to move in very swiftly into this base, into the back behind the Federation line. Federation over here on the right-hand side, providing a lot of defensive power here. The question is, what is he going to end up doing with that? We know where the Romulan fleet is. We know where the Klingon fleet is. Is Boggz going to move in on Stardust's Dominion fleet or come back and support? This is going to turn out quite nasty. So here comes here comes the deciding factor. Okay, so here's the cube all by itself. The Borg sphere hanging in the back. So here comes the Dominion fleet as the Romulans make a run straight for straight for the Dominion main base. The Dominion and the Borg trying to rapidly move into position. Romulans know that something's right behind them. This is a base-crushing fleet here. They can take out the starbase, rapidly really what they need to do is just take out all of these shipbuilding facilities, and they'll be able to just waltz in later. This cube needs to make its way in over on this base. This fleet needs to make an attack, and it is not doing it. This fleet needs to come in and just wipe out this base, but they are dilly-dallying, and unless they're wanting to engage, and it looks like they are wanting to engage. They are, unfortunately, Siren doing a little bit of mismanagement here, getting some of their early ships into range and out of position. Wow, and there goes a Drrrr. And you can see that the Klingons taking advantage of the fact that the Borg are out of position, and they are going to make a move in on the Borg. And here comes Stardust with his fleet. And here goes Boggz with his fleet moving into Stardust base. And we are going to have a base exchange here. Siren defending against the Romulans, able to somehow successfully push this back. There's so many of these ships by Drrrr. Drrrr coming in with his Spectre refits. Where is that Borg cube? The Borg cube sitting in the middle, not able to engage. It's out of position. Somehow Drrrr getting his fleet split up. Not good, not good. However, able to take out Siren's bases. And here comes Stardust moving in on the Borg base. Borg, this cube sitting here by itself, not very effective, trying to move from base to base. The Romulans taking out the Dominion fleet. Enough to damage it all the way down to the core. The Klingons trying to move in on the sphere. This cube going to be able to take a lot of punishment, but the question is whether it is going to be able to take out this entire fleet. Cubes are nasty powerful. This one has attack cube, so it's going to have beam benefits. The question, there are a lot of ships here. There's a good 20-30 ships here. And these guys are basically just ignoring that cube and going straight for it. Unfortunately, they're attacking the transmission matrix, and if this guy is totally teched up, it's really not a good target at the moment. So they are going for the cube. The cube is going to head over to this blue nebula, this fluid nebula, and get refuge. So the question is whether it can make it back, and it's going to take a lot of these ships out, and it is doing its fair share of damage. They are going to chase this guy, and the cube going to hang out in this nebula. Oh, and this is not a good chase for Stardust, and he is going to end up losing his entire fleet if he comes in on this. This Borg going to be able to do sufficient damage against all these ships without shields. He's going to be able to just... avoid most of the fire. The question here is that, all right, so we're going to take you over to the Romulan